What's up, credit fam? Hey, you got your boy Gary B here today. Hey, thank you for checking in with me. Hey, because I want to check in on you. Today, we're going to talk about understanding financial stress because I know there's a lot of us out there that's dealing with it, but don't worry, you're not alone. We all have money issues, okay? It's like 72% of Americans are stressed out about money at least sometime in their life, okay? So today we're going to talk about a few tips that could probably help you deal with it, okay? And we're also going to talk about some of the ill wills that can be caused by financial stress. So sit back, just relax, man, and just let your mind go and take me with you. We do this every Sunday, so I'm here with you, okay? So sit back and let's jump into this thing. I'll be right back in a minute. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my show, Mentally Financial. On my show, I talk about ways to deal with financial stress. I do this every Sunday night at 9 p.m. So come on in, kick back, and just relax. Take a deep breath and let go of all of your financial stress. I want you to chill with me, Gary B. I'll be right back. Welcome back, Credit Fam. Okay, like I was saying earlier, we're going to talk about a few things. I got my notes up and I want to make sure I cover everything. We're going to talk about some of the effects of financial stress on our health. Man, we all know that deep down there's more important things in life than money. But when your family is struggling, fear and stress can take over your world, as we already know. All right, so we're trying to get out of that because it can damage your self-esteem. It can make you feel flawed, filled with a sense of despair. When financial stress becomes overwhelming, your mind, your body, and your social life can pay a heavy price, y'all. So we definitely, we definitely have to get out of this, okay? Financial stress can lead to things like insomnia, weight gain or weight loss. It can, lead to depression, anxiety, relationship difficulties, social withdrawal, physical ailments, unhealthy coping mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? And we already know what some of those are. That could be abusing pills. That could be abusing drink. That could be gambling, overeating, self-harm, thoughts of suicide or whatever. If you're feeling that way, I'm telling you, let it go. I've been there. I've tried to hurt myself before, and it's not good. You know what I'm saying? So definitely get that out of there. So when it comes to these effects of that financial stress on your health, we have to find a way to beat it. So we're going to talk about some things today that's going to help you try to keep you mentally and physically healthy, okay? Because like I said, we all know that stress ain't no joke. We done all been there. Even if it wasn't money. We done been stressed at the job. We done been stressed in the relationship. We done been stressed with the kids. We done been stressed with the family. Oh man, mom and dad stressing you out. Hey, stress is stress. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened we're talking about the financial portion of it. And that on top of the other stress, when you don't have the money to go do the things you want to do to get away from the stress, it can cause more stress. So, we already talked about the insomnia. Yeah, insomnia we know is that not being able to sleep. That's when your mind just keep running and running and running and it's like, what do I do? You have to slow down. You have to take a breath and just relax. I'm telling you, we can get out of that. That weight gain, weight loss, I've been there. I done picked up some weight because I was stressed out. I was just eating like I was going out of the style or something. You know what I'm saying? So I know, how I feel to be, to gain that weight. And it's hard to get it off, boy. It's hard to get it off. Because I'm not no gym person. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was in the military, yeah, I had to do it. I was dedicated to it. But now in retirement, it's hard to get motivated sometimes. So try to fight that weight gain, especially the weight loss. Unless you're already heavy. But if you're already at a medium size, don't start losing weight over stress, y'all. Don't do it. Depression. That's self-explanatory. A lot of us deal with depression every day anyway. Like I say, depression, I think, is a part of life. We just have to figure out ways what trigger us and what causes us to be depressed, and just try to work around it. You know what I'm saying? And just do what we can with it. Anxiety. Anxiety is when you have that pounding of the heart and you start sweating and you start shaking. I mean, you can even have panic attacks from it. You know what I'm saying? And I done had panic attacks before, not knowing that they were panic attacks. I mean, I woke up one morning and I thought I was dying. I couldn't breathe. My heart was pounding out my chest. So I called my parents. I called the ambulance. They were taking too long, so I jumped in the car and rode to the hospital. I was like, I thought I was going to die. Panic attacks are serious. So watch that anxiety, y'all. Watch it. Relationship difficulties. Self-explanatory. We ain't gonna go there. We know, hey, the stronger your relationship is with that other person or family or friends, the better it is in life. So we're not even gonna dive into that one. The physical ailments. We're talking about headaches. We're talking about gastrointestinal problems, meaning stomach problems. You know what I'm saying? Diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease. Am I in a few of those? Yes, I have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure, but I do have cholesterol. And I'm working on those things, y'all. And I'm not going to say it's due to financial stress, but see, I'm already having natural, physical ailments. And then you put stress on top of it, and then the financial part of on top of it, it can make it worse. And then the unhealthy coping. Stop it, fellas and ladies. Stop it. If you're not a real drinker, drinking is not going to take the problem away. It's not. The problem is still gonna be there when you sober up. The same with abusing pills and illegal pills and going out there gambling, thinking you're gonna make more money to cover your problems by gambling. It don't happen. You know what I'm saying? And yes, money worries can cause us to want to hurt ourselves because we think if we're not here, the problem is over. Yeah, it might be over for us, but it's not over for the people we're leaving behind us, y'all. We gotta also be so selfish sometimes. Sometimes we gotta think about the other person. You know what I'm saying? Because the other person are the people we're leaving behind. You don't have to be in a relationship to be hurting somebody that you're leaving behind. Okay? May it be your parents, may it be a child that you created, or a family you created, or a good friend of yours, or people that just care about you. So let's not get into that, okay? Let's work on those things. Let's try to figure out what is causing the financial stress, and let's keep that away from our health, okay? All right, so we're going to start talking about a few other things, and then we're going to jump into some tips, okay? Let's do that right now. For people who don't know, there is a vicious cycle of poor financial health and poor mental health. A number of studies have demonstrated already the link between financial worries and mental health problems such as depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. But I'm telling you, don't let a study put it in the back of your mind and make you, like I said, start thinking about it. Try not to even think about that. You know what I'm saying? Get away from it, Financial problems adversely impact your mental health. The stress of debts or other financial issues leave you feeling depressed and are, anxious, okay? Wow. Been there. The decline in your mental health makes it harder to manage your money, y'all. I'm telling you. You may find it harder to concentrate or lack of energy to tackle a mounting pile of bills. Or you may lose income by taking time off work due to anxiety or depression. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put pressure on top of pressure on top of pressure. Then what happens? You explode. These difficulties managing money leads to more financial problems and worrying mental health problems and so on. You become trapped in a downward spiral of increasing money problems and declining mental health. Yes, those things are serious. You know what I'm saying, y'all? They serious. No matter how bleak your situation may seem at the moment, there is a way out. These strategies will help you break the cycle, ease the stress of money problems, and find a sustainable life again. Okay, so we're going to talk about 5 things. Okay, dealing with financial stress. We're going to talk about 5 things that is going to get you to get back on track. Okay, and if you're ready for those 5 things, get your notebook out, get your pad out. You know, wherever you put your notes at, I want you to take notes, okay, y'all? Because we want to make sure that we're covering everything today. And I'm hoping these 5 tips will get you to the next level, okay? Let's talk about tip number 1. Talk to somebody. Period. Period. Talk to someone. You know what I'm saying? Because when we're facing money problems, believe me, we feel like we're the only ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case. Believe me, we're not the only people having problems. Now, I'm not saying take your worries to somebody else who's having financial worries. But what I'm saying is talking about it can also help you deal with it. Meaning, if you put more than one head together, y'all can possibly come up with solutions for the problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to have those family members that you may have burnt bridges with because you didn't ask for money in the past, or you didn't borrow money and didn't pay it back, or whatever the case might be. So now they kind of like distancing themselves from you. Yes, that happens, especially in families and friends, you know, in co-workers and agencies or organizations. But there's people out there like myself. I love to talk. Come talk to me. Call me. 706-222-1987. Call Gary B. I'll talk with you. I'm telling you. I'll talk with you for free. You don't have to pay me anything. Just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Get the stress off of you. And stop feeling ashamed, because we all have financial, you know what I'm saying, problems. We all make financial mistakes. But if you keep making them and keep making them and keep making them, then there's something wrong. We have to find a way to fix that. You know what I'm saying? We have to find a way to really figure out why it's happening. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, if for us to fix the issue, you have to talk about it. And you have to be real. Don't BS yourself. Don't try to hold something back because, oh, they're going to talk about me. Yes, some people do. Some people do talk about you behind your back, and some talk about you in your face. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people that I know can make it even worse. But it has to be somebody that you feel comfortable with. And sometimes it's a stranger. Sometimes it's a stranger that you feel comfortable with, okay? And if that's the case, and if you feel more comfortable with a stranger with your problems, once again, 706-222-1987. Gary B. I'm here. I talk about it. I go to therapy. So if I don't know an answer to something, because I ain't no therapist, but I've been there. I know what I've done to get me back on track. You know what I'm saying? So basically all I'm saying is talk to somebody that does not have to fix your problem or offer financial help. You know what I'm saying? Talk to that neutral person. They're not trying to fix your problem. They're not trying to offer you no financial solution. They're just there to listen to you talk. Sometimes that's the biggest problem. You know what I'm saying? And then while you're talking, they start listening. If you're being real, then they say, hey, I think I might know what your problem is. That's how that works. Ease your burden. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be willing to talk out of, worry about somebody judging you or criticizing you. don't worry about it. Because if you knew they dirt, it'd be the same. Okay? Be honest about what your thoughts are, what your emotions are, what you're feeling. Be real with it. I know men, especially men, and I know some women listening, and I hope there's women listening, because this is for all of us, men and women. You know what I'm saying? So, don't think this, you may hear me use the word guy or a male vernacular. I'm talking about all of us. All right? We all family here. We all family. Okay? You my sister, you my mama, you my auntie, you my uncle, you my cousin, you my nephew. We're talking to each other, y'all. Let's keep this real, all right? So, talking over your worries can help you make sense of things. I'm telling you. You don't have to, think that you're alone when in your thoughts. Because, when you're sitting in your room in your thoughts by yourself, woo, that can be mind-boggling, y'all. And you don't need to go through that. You really don't. You know what I'm saying? Open up to your family. That's one thing a lot of us don't do. If you're in that family dynamic, I'm talking to the husbands and the wives and the girlfriends and the boyfriends right now that are living together. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. Financial problems tend to impact the whole family. Not just a part of the family. It tends to affect the whole family, y'all. So you have to start opening up. You have to talk to your significant other and the family. If there's kids involved, talk to them. Don't think your kids are dumb. This is 2022, y'all. Kids today ain't dumb. They might do dumb stuff, but they not dumb. It's too much stuff out there on TV and in the videos. They see money. They see financial situations. So talk to them. Okay? And then let them express their concerns to you. When you talk to them, please listen. Let them say what's on their mind and possibly offer suggestions to you. Okay? So don't do that. Don't say, well, my child is dumb, or my child don't know nothing. I'm trying to hide this from them. Don't do that. Don't hide it from your partner. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide it from the family that's there with you that needs to know this. Because you don't want to come home one day and all your stuff out on the street, or they get a phone call that all your money in the bank gone, or they see an eviction notice, or they see bills on the table that's not paid. It shouldn't be that way, y'all. Make time for family fun, even if you're going through financial stress. Make time, y'all. Make time to do something fun with your family to get that stress off of you. I'm telling you, it works, y'all. It works. Take the time. Take one day out of the month if that's all you can do. Just leave the cell phones alone. Leave the laptops, the computers. Leave all that alone, y'all. Move on. Have a great day. That's tip number 1, all right? Talking to somebody. Tip number 2. Take inventory of your finances. Hello? Are you hearing me? Can you hear me, family? Tip number 2. Take inventory of your finances. You know what I'm saying? And once again, like I tell you, it's easy. It's apps out there. I have a program, a budgeting program that I can send you for free. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel everybody needs to know how to budget. From that young child to the oldest person on this earth. We all need to know how to budget, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But when you do your budget, you have to be real. You have to take an inventory of this thing. All right? Include every source of income. Everything you get. Now, when I say that, what I'm trying to say to you also is, I don't like adding, I don't like adding alimony, child support, bonuses, benefits, overtime. I like putting that in another category. I like putting my salary seeing what I'm living off of. Then I like to put all those other things in another category. 'Cause to me, that's where either I'm paying bills off, or I'm taking a trip, or I'm saving to buy something, or it's for an emergency. That's what I like about the bonuses and the benefits and the alimony and the child support. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do with the extra money. I want to know what I'm being contracted to be paid for. You know, $15 an hour for 40 hours a week. That's the money I like to work with, okay? Keep track of all of your spending. I can't say no more. Keep track of everything you spend. You, her, him, whatever the case might be. Keep track of everything you spend, okay? List your debts. Put your debts down. You have to put your debts down, because that way you know what money's coming in, you know what's money going out, or what money has to go out, okay? And then you're going to identify a spending pattern, and then you're going to try to figure out what your triggers are. Like, do you go spend money when you get upset? Do you spend money when you walk in the store and you see something knowing that you don't need it and you buy it? That way you will know, what that spending pattern is like, okay? Also, look to make small changes, okay? Sometimes you might not want to buy that sandwich for lunch. Make one while it's at the house. You might not want to buy that pack of cigarettes right now, because cigarettes are going up so high right now. You know what I'm saying? You might not want to buy that newspaper because, hey, you can get the news for free on your paper. On your phone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So try to make small changes so you can take that little piece of money and put it somewhere else that can, help you out in the long run. So little small changes that you never would pay attention to. Because I know you don't pay attention to, like, dang, I did spend $5 for a sandwich every day this week when I had sandwich meat at the house. You know what I'm saying? Wow, I did spend $2 on that bottle of Coke when I get drinks at the house. You know what I'm saying? So you start thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? And then you say, hey, I bought a pack of cigarettes and I got a whole brand new pack sitting in the car. I didn't even think about it. Because impulse spending sometimes can cause us to do stuff we shouldn't do. Okay, y'all? So watch yourself on that. And that impulse spending, eliminate it. Try your best. And I'm not no saint. When I go to Walmart, I'm telling you, y'all, I'm sorry for raising my voice. When I go, I hate going to Walmart, because when I go, I know I'm going for one particular thing, and I walk out with 10 particular things. And then they just sit in my house, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stop doing it. I'm real. I'm a human just like you, okay? And then go easy on yourself. Whew. Can't say that no more. Go easy on yourself. Because when you go easy on yourself, you start realizing that some of the debts and some of your spending habits were really minute things that you never even thought about before. You know what I'm saying? So don't be so hard on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a break. Focus on the aspects of you controlling moving forward. Okay? So that's the kind of stuff that you want to pretty much think about, all right? All right, so pretty much, like I said, number 2 is taking inventory of your finances, okay? Tip 3 is almost like tip 2. Make a plan, stick to it. Make a plan, stick to it. Because if you don't, it can cause more issues. Like I said, identify the financial problem. Devise a solution. Put your plan into action. Monitor your progress. Don't get derailed by setbacks, okay? Don't get derailed by setbacks. Because setbacks are nothing other than minor distractions. You know what I'm saying? They're nothing but minor distractions. So there's no need in letting that setback throw you off the rails. Okay, like I said, identify the financial problem, because when you do that good budget, when you talk to somebody about it, you can find out what that problem is. Believe me. Why you think doctors do so many tests on you when you go to the hospital? They don't know until they do all the tests, and then they talk to you, ask you what you did, what's been going on. Then what happens? They come back and tell you what the problem is most times. Then they try to devise a solution, which is what? The diagnosis and the prognosis. You see what I'm saying? And what a prognosis would be, most likely the plan of action, I would say. The diagnosis, well, prognosis and solutions, I guess you can put all of them together. And then the progress is when you see, okay, boom, 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 I done did this, and now that's out of the way, and I done did that, and that's out of the way. Perfect. Now you can see what you did. We just don't like to write stuff down. You know what I'm saying? We don't like to just remember what some things were, especially bad things. We like to remember the good things more than the bad, which I understand. I totally understand. I'd rather remember the good over the bad any day. But at the same time, think about some stuff, y'all. Please think about it, okay? So if you get derailed, jump back on the train. Hey, keep rolling. Don't feel powerless about something that just happened. Bump it. Work on it. You can make it happen, I'm telling you. Number 4 tip is create a monthly budget. I'm not even going to talk about it. Y'all already know how I feel about it. We already went through everything. Hey, put all your money together. Talk about all your expenses. This is your income. This is your expenses. Boom. Pay it all off, or see where your money is going. Boom. Simple. Tip number 4, create a monthly budget. All right. Tip number 5, last but never least, manage your overall stress, y'all. Manage your overall stress. Resolve your financial tensions in small steps. Believe me, the reward over time is perfect. You start relaxing. You start seeing that you can take more trips. You're more open with the family. The family is more open with you. You're more open with yourself. You're more open with the world. Once you start managing your stress, managing your money. Because once you manage your money right, hey, that's it. There's nothing else, you can do. You done did it. You done did it right. You know what I'm saying? I say things like, get moving. Hey, you either gonna exercise. Some people like to exercise. Like I told you in the beginning, I don't really like to exercise that much. I do more, maybe walking. I take, short breaks, from working behind the computer, resting my eyes, things like that. That's the kind of stuff I do. I just like to walk around. I don't get into the gym like a lot of y'all do, but go to the gym if that's what you like. Go take that walk if that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? Get your body moving. Get that energy built up, okay? Boost your mood, okay? Practice a relaxation technique. Some people meditate. Some people just sit there with their eyes closed. That's meditation in my mind. Sitting there with your eyes closed. Some use a little music. Some don't do anything. They just want to hear silence. Do that for about 10, 15 minutes every day. Then open your eyes and start fresh. Do not skim on sleeping either. You got to get your rest, y'all. You got to get that rest to keep that body strong. Boost your self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself every morning when you get in the mirror how much you love yourself, no matter how many pressures are on you that day or how many pressures was on you the day before. Because whoever the higher power is, if you believe it or not, something is waking you up every day. Something wants you to stay here on this earth because you're waking up every day, y'all. So keep that in the back of your mind. Something is keeping you here. Eat healthy foods. And I'm not even going to go into that because I ain't no healthy food either. So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Do I love my fruits? Do I love vegetables? Yes, I do. I love all that good stuff. But do I eat healthy all the time? No, I don't. I'm a 53-year-old retired black man living in the South. No, I do not eat healthy all the time. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But that shouldn't stop you from doing it if that's what you think may help you. You see what I'm saying? If you think that that's what's gonna help you, do it, y'all. Do it. And then the most important thing, if you don't do anything else or listen to anything I say, take this one statement and please run with it. Run the marathon with it. The Boston Marathon, the Olympic Marathon. Be grateful for the good things in your life. Yes, you heard me. Be grateful for the good things in your life. Whew. The good things in your life. You might be sitting there, ain't no good things in my life. Ain't nothing good in my life. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We all have something good in our lives. Yes, we do, y'all. I'm telling you, we all do. So, once again, let all the worries go. Meditate. Close your eyes. Relax. Do whatever you have to do to get your body and your mind right. Okay? So, with all that being said, y'all, understanding financial stress was one thing. Then we talked about how the health effects of stress can cause to us. Then we talked about 5 tips. We talked about tip number 1, talk to someone. That was tip number 1. Tip number 2 was take inventory of your finances. That was tip number 2. Tip number 3, make a plan and stick to it. Tip number 4, create a monthly budget. Tip number 5 is always believe in yourself and manage your overall stress, y'all. Those are my 5 tips for this week, y'all. Understanding your financial stress, okay? This is the things that will help you deal with them. Hey, let's do this together. Once again, 706-222-1987. Gary B. Let's talk. And I want to say thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming to the show. Wherever you listen to this show at, please do a review. Please share it with your friends. It doesn't cost anything, y'all. It's free. Support me. Send it out to that next person who may need it. Just do a review. Share it. Follow me. Subscribe. Hey, I'm here for you. Until next Sunday, I'm Gary B. And I love you. Peace. Thank you for checking out this episode. I would like for you to drop a comment and questions for me so I can get back at you. Subscribe to my show on your favorite podcast platform, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. I'll see you every Sunday, 9 p.m. for Mentally Financial. I'm your host, Gary B. Peace.